private sector investment appears to have lost some steam. According to the Ministry of Statistics, the contribution of private non-financial corporations in gross fixed capital formation, or GFCF, which are basically investments for creating assets and can be seen by the green line, declined to 32.4% in FY24, which is a 300 basis points drop year on year and an 800 basis points drop since FY16, when the share of private investments had peaked at slightly over 40%. Perhaps more significantly, it is also the lowest level in 11 years since FY13, when the private sector share was over 34%. So, while private sector momentum has weakened, the government has been stepping up. The centre and state share in capital formation depicted by the red line was over 13% in FY24, almost 200 basis points higher year on year. It is also an improvement from FY13, when their share was just over 10%. The rise in government investment is further reinforced by public sector enterprises. Public non-financial corporations' contribution in capital formation, depicted by the yellow line, was at 11.8% in FY24, over 200 basis points higher than FY23. This is also above the FY13 level of 10.5% and probably in line with the government's push to public sector-led capital expenditure. Contribution by the household sector, meanwhile, remains broadly stable and is depicted by the green line. In FY24, households accounted for 41.7% of the gross fixed capital formation, lower than FY23. The sector is also off its high of a 43.7% share in FY13, as private investments took some of that space in the earlier years, as is depicted in the bar graphs, in the line graphs. But, however, households still continue to dominate as the largest contributor in capital formation, with a consistent share of over 41% at least in the last 3 years. To sum up, government data is probably signalling a change in investment landscape, with private sector's share investments retreating to a decade low, while government and public sector units are stepping up and households maintain their dominant, though slightly tapering share. As India navigates its investment-led growth narrative, these shifts are crucial to understand the drivers of capital formation and the implications for long-term growth.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC-TV18, now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.